Hey, okay. What's going on? What's going on? Woo! We're here, motivation and inspiration. You already know, man. This is the new podcast that we have going on. I'm trying to make sure that we're every Friday. Every Friday, we're going to have a little half an hour special. Something that have people holding on to something very powerful right now inside of these times that we have, because we need some motivation and inspiration inside of us. Let me take a little drink of this coffee. And I want to let y'all know, I want to let all my people out there know, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, man. Look, if you don't know me, the name is Mr. Matrix. That's what I go by. That's, because we're in different dimensions and you got a choice to choose which pill you want. You want the good pill, you want the bad pill. What do you want? It's up to you. So, I'm here to talk about it with you. I'm here to, we're going to start something very powerful. And I want to be able to take you on to, to challenge you. I want to see you challenge yourself to go to new heights, different dimensions, to be strong in these times that we live in, where people are just negative. It just seems like that everything that you're doing positive, you have so many people against you. And I understand, you're trying your best and you feel like your best ain't good enough. But come on, let's keep it up, because we got to look at things from a different standards of saying what is the best, what is best for you. You know what I mean? These are things that we could talk about, Shout outs to my brother Stefan, another partner of the Motivation and Inspiration team. I'm so proud of him. I'm very happy that he decided to step his game up. He's a musician. He's out there. You will be hearing a lot of his music. You'll see a lot of little interviews popping off on his podcast, because this is what we're here to do. We're here to challenge you. We're here to step our game up, to put you in a position where you're saying, you know what? This is what I got to do. I got to take my life serious. I cannot play with my life. Your life is for real serious. And I think that sometimes we take life for granted, so much that it just seems like that, we're so unappreciative until things get to the worst and things get so bad that we wish we could have had it reversed, to the point where we thought things were bad, but it wasn't as bad as your situation is at that time. You know what I mean? Like, you're crying because, the cable went off, but you got your electric on. You know what I mean? You still got, your car's still running back and forth, but you're crying about the cable. And then till everything really does, till the house catch on fire. And then you're wishing that, you had, just lights. And, a lot of situations where people are fighting with themselves inside of their heart. There's a war inside of this soul, inside of this body that we call life. There's a war inside of it that's, people are struggling, inside of here with broken hearts, hard to manage love, relationships is out of hand. And, this is how I'm starting it off, because, I want to dig in. These are subjects that we're going to be hitting. We're going to be on top. And, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And, I will be taking callers soon, because this is what we're made for. This is what we're doing. This is powerful. This is great for us to be able to have this conversation. Shout outs to the people who are out there doing the motivational speaking. Number one, for E.T., the hip hop preacher. I love you, brother. I love you. Ooh, I love you, my brother. I feel like that, like you ever, not meet a person but know that you have so much in common, but you just ain't meet them yet. And a lot of y'all are looking for Beyonce, thinking that she's the one, but she's Jay's. What I'm saying is not that type of in common. The things that you have to learn how to deal with, the things that you're dealing with in your life, you have to learn how to understand that, like you have to challenge yourself to go out there to be like, you know what, I gotta be the best me. I gotta be above and beyond. I gotta be stronger. I gotta be wiser. I gotta be smarter. I gotta go harder. I can't let nothing stop me. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's people out there that's compatible to how we are living. When you think that, you know, times are so hard, no one understands. There's somebody out there going through a harder life than you. You know what I mean? And it's just how it is. I mean, you can look at the standards of your life and say that, you know, I've been through this, I'm in this, and you know, I've been through that. Nobody been through. I lost my family members, my house caught on fire, the dog died, and just everything else. But there's always someone out there that doesn't even have a family, never had a house. You know what I mean? It got a sickness that, you know, they can't even afford medical insurance to cover, and that's very powerful. So you don't compare yourself to people. You know, this is one of the biggest things. Do not compare yourself to people. What you should be aiming at and focusing on is how can you know what I mean, learn more in the time limit that you have. How much can you get more out of life in the time limit that you have? How many people can you impact in life in the time limit that you have? You have the same amount of time as the president. You know what I mean? You do. This coffee's good today. Yeah. But you have the same amount of time as the president. How much is that? That's 24 hours in a day. And you're asking, what can I do with myself? You know, I'm bored, I'm tired. Like, bro, take up an art class. It's my sister, you know what I mean? Go to school for beauty. You know what I mean? You know, whatever you're going to do, be an overcomer, be powerful. Step your game up. Be the one to look at life and say, you know what? I have not been able to get as much out of life as I know I can. And once you get to that point, woo, you're going to be like, man, you know what? I'm going to higher levels. Which today we're going to talk about something very powerful. So awesome. I'm amazed. I'm still amazed. And we're looking at, like, amazed. How are you amazed? Amazed off what? Just amazed off how far we can go and how far people are doing it in the industry and the power of the industry and all the things that you know, people decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna challenge myself. You know, I respect actors. I respect not even just actors, ball players, you know what I mean, track stars, gymnastics, tennis players, you know what I'm saying, hockey players. I respect every sport and aspect, because you think that you can do something until you get on that field and you find out that, yo, you're not Michael Jordan. You cannot be Mike. It's hard to be Mike. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be El Brizzy. You know what I mean? LeBron. It's hard to be them. It's hard to be Kobe. It's hard to be you know, Shaq. Everybody want to be monsters in this game, but let's keep it real, 100%. You know, if you have not worked hard on it, don't expect much out of it. You know what I mean? You wonder why, you know, you ain't make it. You wonder why you're not making it, and how hard you're working. It seems like that everything is not working for you, it's working against you. And that's not how we were designed, and that's not how it was supposed to be. So when I'm sitting here telling you, you know, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the ones who woke up this morning that said, you know what, I gotta go to this job, I gotta pay my bills. The father that says, you know what, I gotta take care of my kid. You know what I mean? The mom that says, you know what, I gotta, you know, go to school, I gotta educate myself, I gotta become something greater than what I've been going through and where I've been. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all came out of abusive homes, abusive relationships, just you know, abuse at your jobs. You know, verbal abuse is just as bad as getting whooped. I don't care who you are. You ever been screamed on and barked at because you're not as great as him, or you know, you're not, you know, as strong as this person, or you haven't done what this person does, and you know, and people are quick to put the pressure on you. You're not that good, you're not great, and they talk negativity, they talk down on you. And so where does it go from there? How does it move from there? You know what I mean? It just seems like that, you know, like with all that negativity pushing against you, you start believing that. Here you go, man. They said I'm ugly, man. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I can't never do that. You know what I mean? You start talking to yourself about, you know, these situations. You start talking to yourself about, you know, how, you know, what can you do and what you can do, because you already put the negative bar up before you can even think positive by the people that spoke into your life, the people that spoke ignorance and negativity and hurt and pain and depression and sickness and sadness. They put that inside of your life, so you start believing that. And this is not, this was not what you were designed for. God bless you to be strong, to have, to prosper, to, to be an overcomer, to be a warrior in these times where, there's a lot of doubters, there's a lot of liars, there's a lot of scammers, a lot of fake people out here, and it's hard to find real people. You know what I mean? So, take that in consideration. Like, lift yourself up, man. Take the proper steps to start lifting yourself up. Take the proper steps to start saying, you know what, I can do better. I got to do better. You know what? Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me, yo. I got to be the one to be stronger. I got to be more than what they say I am. You know what I mean? And you are. You're more than a conqueror. I believe in you. And now for the people who, are struggling, that have not been able to live up to that ability, I'm challenging you to challenge yourself. I'm challenging you to challenge yourself, because you don't have to take anybody's crap in these days. You don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are taking we're taking just the crap from everybody, and we feel like, oh, I shouldn't say nothing. I might lose my job. I might as well be quiet. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? He might hit me. I don't want to speak about it because, they said I'm dumb, and I don't feel like I'm that smart. I don't feel like I'm that great. And no, don't think like that. Go against that. I come against that spirit, man. I come against that, defeated spirit. That's one of them things where people be like, it's like you never got a chance to take your first steps. So how how fast you can go? You already never put the first foot in front of the other one to decide to take the first steps. But you figure like, yo, I can't run. I'll never be that fast. But you never took the initiative, the practice, the stretch to put yourself in position to take just the first step. You know what I mean? We should be learning off babies. I'm gonna be honest with you. We should be learning off babies. Babies got it mapped out, man. They take their first steps. They start with milk, and the next thing you know, they're running and they're chewing steak and eating meat, and you know what I'm saying? So they're on strong potatoes. So we should take that as like, once you get one level, get to one level, don't let that stop you. Get to the next level, a seed above and beyond. Go hard, go hard, go hard. And I'm gonna tell you what is inspiring me so much in these. Oh man, I'm so inspired. I'm inspired because I see the kids that's getting up in the morning saying, I gotta go, I got basketball practice, I see the kids getting up and going on that field and saying, I gotta run faster. I see a generation of greatness, but I also see, a strong push of telling people who they're not and what they can do. So, I understand why being an overcomer is hard. It's hard. When I was younger, look, put it this way. We used to fight when we were younger. We fight, and if I ain't beat you, if I ain't beat you, we fight the next day. If not, then we fight the next day. Then we fight. I gotta win one of them. Something, man. And got in a lot of fights, but a lot of people I fought. They're my peoples today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that we had to sort out had to be fought out. And sometimes you gotta fight yourself out of hard times to succeed, to have a relationship with a better you, with a better life, a better understanding, more wisdom. Conquer your fears, take over everything. You know what I'm saying? Be strong. And I'm looking at the perfect example in my life, because I see, yo, you gotta clap for this one. Come on, let's give it. I'm gonna give it a clap for this one, for Tyler Perry, man. Tyler Perry. Through all the negative, the stress and everything else, the abuse that he been through, there's so much, I watched a lot of Tyler Perry movies, and yeah, I heard his testimony, but every time it seemed like someone do a different interview, you get a different part of him that you didn't know, like, dang, I didn't know. And recently he was doing an interview about his son. He was doing an interview about how, he disciplined his son because he had a problem with the nanny. So he, was speaking to his son and saying, son, I love you. I love you, you know what I mean? But you disappoint us by, by not listening because you're better than this. And he broke down crying in the middle of basically the interview because he said nobody ever spoke to him like that. Nobody ever spoke to him like that. How powerful is that? Come on, man. Give it up to Tyler Perry, man. Because it's hard for a lot of men to show an emotional side. And I'm not saying you got to be a girl, because you're a man, you know what I mean? Point blank. When you're a man, it's not you have pride. It's you know what I mean? You just can't let yourself down, because people are quick to, as soon as you let your guard down, they assassinate your character. That's the first thing people love to do, is assassinate your character. You're soft, you know what I mean? They step your game up. And sometimes you got to know how to pick and choose your fights. That's real. And now we know that he just bought the studios. Matter of fact, he didn't buy it. He bought the land. He bought the land. Listen, and this whole story is just phenomenal. How he bought the land. It's good coffee. Here we go. He bought the land. Oh man. That people used to come together to basically stop black people from being successful. You could just say it was a slave land. You could just say that, you know what I'm saying? Confederate, you know what I mean? Against colored people and everything else. So he bought that land, built the Tyler Perry Studios on top of that land, where you couldn't even get, when black people to ever be free on that land. He bought it, turned it into his own, his own territory to start shooting movies. He has 12 studios that sit up. You gotta rock with me. This is powerful. He has 12 studios sit up, and each studio is named after somebody that did something great in their life and in the black history. You know what I'm saying? I think Studio 12 is Oprah. He has one named after Will Smith. Check that out, man. Wow. Come on, man. You got to give it up for this guy, man. And then on top of that, he doesn't have to, kiss nobody but to ask for, oh, can we shoot this movie? Or can we do it like this? Or, they be like, no, Tyler, we can't do it. And this man stepped his life up and just rearranged everything, and just put himself in a position of empowering the people. That's what he's doing, man. No matter, really, honestly, it's not really a color thing when it comes down to it. It's because so much has been taken away from Afro Americans. It just seemed like that, you've been fighting your whole life, and just to see one person make it, and to be able to come back to, the hood, to be able to come back to a society of people that are struggling, and to be like, you know what, I'm coming to get you, I'm taking you with me. That's powerful, man. Come on, man. Come on, that's amazing right there. I don't think too many people, and I see a lot of people, come on, we got rich people out there. We do have our own people that are out there, but as soon as they got some money, man, they just they turn their back and was like, who you? I'm blind. I don't see nobody to help. And that's just what they did. And there's some names, I can list them. The list of the names of the people who have done this, and all the list of the name of the people who have just destroyed us as a people by not sticking together, by not making it happen, by not, making everything, fall into the hands of helping each other out. Instead, we start stabbing each other. You just listen to the music now. You know what I mean? I love music because I know how to write it, and I feel it, and I love it. I embrace it. But at the same time, man, music is like killing her. We're killing each other. Every song, we're killing each other. You know what I mean? Nobody can live. Every song is, you know what I mean? I'ma kill, I'ma shoot this, and I'm doing this to her, and she's doing this, and you take your clothes off, and I have daughters. Listen, I have daughters, bro. Family out there. I have daughters, man, and I think about, don't get it wrong, I live that lifestyle too. I live that when you're out there and you don't even think about what you're doing. You just don't care, man. It's just like, your mind just is somewhere else, and you just don't feel like, you should care about anybody because everybody did you wrong. And that's what I'm saying. This is actually a slave mentality, because basically you're bound down to a system that has basically corrupted the heart and took you away from being able to say, I gotta go forward with this. I gotta be strong with this. I gotta be the one to, not let nothing stop me from pushing forward. You know what I mean? This is how it is, man. So when I look at, Tyler Perry, And I look at, what he has done. He built it in Atlanta, his own studios. You know what I mean? People are coming. There's going to be a lot of films coming out of there. Come on, man. What is 2020 going to look like in Tyler Perry Studios? Knowing how emotional, how smart this man is. And, people, they clown him. They don't know his abuse life. So they're quick to, I heard even preachers, everyone going down saying, but he dressed like a woman and everything else and all this other stuff. But I don't know. I'm not the judge of all that. All I know is this. I'm lifting him up in prayers. I'm for whatever he's doing because he's building something wonderful. So God is behind it, and at the same time, that it's a focus. He's been focused for so many years. A lot of you want to make it overnight, but you listen to his story. How many times and how much money he put up? He slept in his car. You know what I mean? And how many how many shows he put on and nobody came. Nobody. Just point blank. He went out. He put his own money up. Becoming a janitor. He was a janitor. Come on, man. I bet you would have went past him. Excuse me, here, throwing a piece of paper on the ground. Here, clean that up. You disrespecting him, not knowing that there's greatness coming out of him. And not even just him. Inside of you. Inside of your life. Inside of everything that you're doing. Inside of everything that you have going on. Inside of everything that you can do. There's always, you're at that job. You don't feel right. You're in that bad relationship. I always bring this stuff up because this is what people are going through. And you just don't feel like, you're worthy enough. You don't feel like you're going to make it. You don't feel like that, there's an outlet out. But listen, there's a whole world of opportunity. Yeah. Let's get that right, man. There's a whole world of opportunity. And when opportunity knocks, you better be there to open the door and let it in. Don't let it pass you by, because you know what? I noticed this, and this has happened in my own life. And this is very powerful. It has happened in my own life. That soon as you let it pass by, you're going to see the next person pick it up right in front of you and go hard with it for something that was in your hands first. It's like that, man. Something was in your hand first. You let it slip out. The next man caught it and ran with it. Like, wow. And then now you're sitting there thinking like, oh, that should have been me. I was supposed to have, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I'm saying? With your, your pity party, and I'm sad, and nobody loves me, and this is just how it is, and I'm never going to make it. And I want you to take time out. And I want you to take time out and think about this. I want you to take time out to think about what are you good at, and what can you be good at, and how much time are you wasting by not being good at it. You know what I mean? We have to have common sense and have real friends in our life to say what we are not capable of in some aspects. Like if you're 60 years old, I don't think you should be trying to go to the NBA. But you should still be shooting basketball to stay in shape. Or you should still be doing things, you know what I mean? There's a lady, she's 70 years old. I believe she's around 70 now. She might be older. But she was a bodybuilder, man. She's a bodybuilder, winning championships and everything else. As a matter of fact, I'll probably do a video on that next time, you know what I mean, with the podcast. We'll probably talk about that to see what's going on. So I want y'all to be inspired. Age is nothing but a number. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what to do with your age, then that's the problem. You ask a lot of little kids what you want to be when you get older. They're quick to tell you, I want to be a fireman, a nurse, a doctor. They're quick to tell you everything that they want to be. But when you're getting older, and the more every day go by, and you don't dream it, vision it, become it, live it, smell it, breathe it, you're just letting time go by where you just are letting the dream slip out of you, knowing that you could be successful at it. I know a lot of people that are not eloquent with their speech. I know a lot of people that are not athletic. I know a lot of people that are not artistic, drawing X-Men figures and being able to draw, in deep detail and definition. But I believe that if you practice hard at anything, that you can still be good at it, no matter what, man. There's people challenging themselves and becoming the greatest, no matter what age, man. Now I watch on YouTube. I always watch People Are Awesome. Or, I love them compilations. I don't know about you. Anyone, hit below if you like People Are Awesome. I love that, man. Just, stuff that inspires me. People on BMX bikes doing multiple flips, guy who's about 200-300 pounds. It looks like he's about 300 pounds doing flips, spiral flips, and people jumping off big rocks and doing multiple backflips into water. And now some stuff I ain't crazy enough to do. Some of y'all are crazy out there, I'll give you that. But just to see someone do it is inspirational towards what I'm aiming myself at, to believe that, you know what I mean, the challenge is always there, the door is always open, opportunity is always there to push and push, and don't let nothing stop you from becoming an overcomer. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the move of Tyler Perry, and you think about all the Oprahs out there, the Denzel Washingtons, and all the people who have made impact on life, you think about you got to understand that they ain't always just been famous. A lot of people put that work in. So do your history before you start talking. You know what I mean? Do your math. Put the work down. Put the work in. Let people know, like, if you come from something like, I love listening to people's testimonies. I love autobiographies. I love to hear the truth of what they went through to get to where they got to go, because it shows the true side. It shows the reality of, that people are not perfect and we all make mistakes, man. So I hope that you digested this. I hope it was great for you. It's good conversation, man. I want to be able to grow with you. I want to be able to be strong, box out the competition and be strong, yo. There's no such thing as saturation when you're aiming high, man. You know what I mean? People, they get in something, they think, it's oversaturated. Ain't no such thing as oversaturation when you're aiming high above the sky, doing what you got to do. And this right here, Mr. Matrix, this is the podcast, the Motivation and Inspiration Podcast. I hope you like this, and I hope this is inspiring you. I hope this is influencing you. I want to see greatness in you. I want to see determination in you. I want you to go hard. You know what I mean? So this is, we talked about relationships, family, overcoming, Tyler Perry Studios, and it was a lot to digest today, But this is just, I'm letting you know, a lot of great things are coming out of this. So please stay tuned. If you ever want to hit me up and book me for a show, I do shows. I'm good at, uplifting people and getting them to where they got to go to educate yourself, to be a better, bless you, to be stronger, to grow, to know. You know what I mean? So I will see you on the next podcast. Every Friday I will be doing a podcast. Let you know, man. Mr. Matrix, Motivation and Inspiration. Let's get